Yeah, peas and chicken, macaroni, apple, and coffee. They doing pretty good. I doubt I could do that. They took the string down. Go, 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 Tommy, go. Go, go, Gadget. Look at him go. They doing good. You doing good, Tommy? Give him a thumbs up. Hey, you did pretty good. It wasn't too bad. I'll fix it. Yeah. Hold on. They'll be over here. I'm proud of them. Yeah, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. I gotta get out here and do some walking, so gotta do some walking. I was talking to this lady yesterday, and I met her at one of the things I go to, and so I wished her happy Thanksgiving. And then we talked all day because my job's really boring. And we was gonna go meet for coffee. Well, I mentioned 2 cities. I said, which one's closer to you? And she didn't seem like she's too interested. You know, but it's like 110 miles between us or apart. So I mentioned, said we go for coffee. Then she said, well, she texted me, said, good morning. I said, good morning. She said, well, have a good day. So I guess she changed her mind, or, you know, I don't know. You got to be direct with me, but then I was going to go to another place that's far away. And I said, well, I want a connection, you know. So just going is all right, but it's like going to a concert or something like that. It's just kind of crazy. And I want to take my kids to church, my grandkids, because that's really important. Yep. They're looking good though. That's a lot of work. I wouldn't have any clue how to drive these backhoe things, but yeah, that's a lot of work. I'm gonna listen to the radio. I gotta get my 8 miles in. So I weighed 283 and a half today. So I'm coming down, and then I just had to go to the bathroom. It felt like I'd been holding it a week. So well, probably tomorrow I gotta get some more chicken and broccoli till I'm out. So I'm eating my canned peas. Amazing how that little thing can knock the trees down. Like, wham. Thing's got some strength to it. Little T-Rex out there chopping everything up. Yeah, dinosaur. That's cool. Clearing land. Can't wait to get over here. It'll be nice. I'm gonna move over here. Let them stay where I'm at. Oh, this is a Loco Moco. Recommended. Recommended, that's good.
Yep.
Alright, these shoes, these are end-of-life shoes. So this rug is not big enough. So what I'm gonna do, I had to keep sliding this thing because I'm afraid these metal things are gonna cut my floor. And these shoes really don't feel good anymore. So I'm gonna use the shoes as like, to keep the floor from being cut. Hold on. See, now, getting used to the shoes. So I put shoes on my chair, so don't take my shoes off my chair, see? Those shoes hurt my feet, so I can't wear them no more. So I'm using the shoes to keep that metal from scratching the floor. Round 2. Boy, I'm doing terrible today. I've only went 1 mile. It's got 7 more to go. Yeah, supposed to meet this lady for coffee, but I know. Tell somebody we're like 112 miles apart, probably further. That's just her city. And asking somebody to meet 100 and drive 60 miles to meet for a cup of coffee. It's probably crazy, but oh well. Oh well. So yeah, taught my son-in-law, and he's out here doing all this. I'm proud of him. And it's 49 degrees now. So I feel a little bit better walking. It was kind of too cold to walk. 30-something degrees. So I'm going to have to do my backup plan. Hey, you see how I use my shoes on that chair? So now I'm going to have to do the backup plan. I had to drive to like Sam's Club and just walk around in there. They don't run me out. Sir, you going to buy something? You going to buy something? You're wearing out of floors. People used to walk in the mall, so I guess I do that. You know, if it gets too cold, because I really feel better walking. You know, it takes up a lot of time. You get to think, gets blood going. Hopefully keep me from getting Alzheimer's. You know, my Buc-ee's cooked with coffee. And just try to think of ways to save money, you know, like fixing the transmission eventually. I don't know. You don't want to sink money into a pit either. That's crazy. There we go. Walk a little bit, get some more of them on video. We get 4 miles in today. Maybe that'd be good. Yeah, it might not be safe to walk right here right now because they're knocking trees down.
Because I'm mowing something.
Yeah, my grandson, he's smarter than I am. He tell me. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I know you only got so much time, so do what you gotta do. I'm proud of you. Don't overdo it. You get hungry and need to eat something. They clearing the land. I'll have a nice little driveway to walk when y'all get done. Yep. We will have to figure out other ways to walk, other trails in the woods, or something. I don't know if these trails are safe or not, so if I don't fall down, but I got my better shoes on, so my back ain't hurting. Go up here, walk back over here and tell her what I did with the chair, with the shoes. They clearing the land. Working hard while I'm trying to get my steps in. I only got a mile so far. Yeah, I'm so proud of this. Proud of my peoples. Proud of my peoples. I'm gonna go take a shower. That lady said she'd meet me with coffee. I told her I needed help finding where to go. Yeah, I'm about out. But I ain't gonna trim my beard. It's too much. I'll brush my teeth. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. They had the chicken song over here. I guess she done laid it. Yep. Probably the lady was going bark, 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 bark. So she done had the egg, but they had the chicken song going. So I gotta take a shower real quick so I can go get coffee. Oh, look at that. That looked pretty good. Left a couple of big trees. You might take them down. Got a wall of trees. There's the walkway. Ain't too bad. He was working his butt off. That was pretty good. Wonder if that's a rabbit speed. He said one speed's slow and one speed's fast. I gotta let it cool off. But man, I had I think they call it a Cajun chicken with cheese and eggs. I ain't had one of these in a minute. And I gotta get to sleep in about 4 hours or 3.5, so I'm probably gonna regret it. But it smells so good, and it's a breakfast item, so you had to wait on it. But it's hot right now. Oh man, I couldn't help it. Grandbaby spilled two liters of Mountain Dew on there. They got a moment to get naughty. So my daughter trying to let it dry out and clean it off out here. And he let me know. He a rooster. And know who's in charge. And he's like, she's having an egg. Hear it? That's the chicken egg song. He makes the eggs, and she has the eggs. And then we eat the eggs. I think they're trying to tell us who made it. That one made it or the other one made it. Who knows? Yeah, yesterday I didn't get but 2.4 miles. I worked on my mom's toilet. Got it working. The only thing, it didn't have the, I didn't put it where the water comes high enough, so when you flush it, you gotta hold down the thing. But beside that, it works. All her internal parts, the flow valve, the flapper, the thing that lifts the flapper, everything inside had to be replaced. And the hose that goes from the bottom, the water supply. So everything was corroded and old. And I messed my shirt up because the rubber was so old, it just smeared black stuff. So hopefully I can get my shirt clean, but had to give me an incentive to keep walking and lose weight so I can buy me a new shirt. I understand now, but I wasn't planning on doing it. But I was talking to this lady, I met her at one of these things we go to, and she wanted somebody to go to places. So we was talking about meeting for coffee just about all day Friday. And Saturday she told me to have a good day, have the rest of my day. And I said, well, you want to meet? And I said, she said, yeah, I ain't changed my mind. So I started going up there, and she wouldn't tell me where to meet. And I just went to my mom's, and then finally she said, yeah, today's not a good day. And I already told her I wanted to take the grandbabies to church today. So she just being nice or just blowing me off, I guess. Who knows? So I figured I'd help mom, so it worked out because I was heading that way anyway. And I called mom and said, hey, mind if I come by? And, helped her with her her toilet. And I'm gonna flip this around here in a minute. Show what all they did. They worked their butt off yesterday. And they left the trail clear. Really, it's their driveway, or will be their driveway. Look at it. Hold on. Yeah, since my wife passed, we used the wheelchairs as the old one anyway, because it had the ramp. We used it to get stuff up and down the ramp, so they're using it supplies. But yeah, there's the excavator. Look at it, it looks a lot better. About there's where he's gonna put the trailer. He did good. I don't know if them other trees, he might have got tired, but man, he's an expert now. He did a real good job clearing it. Real good job. I only got 2.5 miles yesterday. Yeah, I watch this little stuff here. So I can clear this. Here's my excavator feet. That's on the trail. You know, just had to watch it. Just kind of like it. I picked at it. Oh yeah, cut all that too. That's like a root or something. Yep. Look at it. I'm my own human excavator. And you gotta watch these things. Keep that in there. These pine cones make you trip. But it looks a lot different. Just like to watch where I'm going, but they left the trail pretty cool. Before I left though, they were working real hard and the trees were falling over. I was like, oh no, but they did good. I ain't gonna walk all up in there. It's probably real dirty. They did good. Look at that. Sure did. I didn't realize properly went back that far, you know. Kind of cool. You gotta be careful with this. It's kind of wavy. But yeah, it's kind of neat. Kind of neat. I got my coffee brewing right now. I got my coffee brewing and well, I'm out here trying to get some steps in. We got to go by a store, so that'll be a few steps. Probably about 0.2 miles. Walking at Walmart. So, yeah, man. It's coming along. Coming along. It ain't too bad. It's only 43 degrees. But since we're going to church, I don't need to eat nothing. I think if I drink my coffee, I'll be all right. But I get so sleepy. Coffee got a lot of sugar in it. So hopefully this will wake my system up. Then I drink my coffee and then I'll be able to wake and not fall asleep. Last of the turkey. There's like a little skin in there. There's chicken and peas, apple, and coffee. After 40 hours and 40 days working on Mama's toilet, we replaced all that, and we replaced that. It had a different one. We replaced the screws. It had a 12-inch pipe right there, or the flex hose. We got 20 inches. All that work. And there you hit that. That comes up. And it flushes.
I don't like the way it flushes.
Well, you might have to hold it up a second. Say something
Hello.
about fixing your toilet.
Oh, Jim just finished completing repairing my commode here in the bathroom, and it flushes very well, and we stopped all the leaks, so hold your breath.
Right.
But everything looks good, and I am so relieved to get it fixed.
All right.
So thank you so much, Jim.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Look at that. Come see my mom instead of going to see that crazy lady I was going to see because it's kind of on the way. Got
Gravy?
mashed potatoes, turkey, sweet potato pie, macaroni and green beans, and gravy. And this come from Cracker Barrel?
Cracker Barrel and Easley.
Cracker Barrel in Easley, South Carolina. And I'm getting my second plate of for Thanksgiving. Woo! I'm thankful too. They're my little mama. Only my mother could love me. I'm trying to fix her sink. I didn't realize she wasn't finished eating the rubber seals real bad in the toilet. So I put my napkin on top of her plate. I'm sorry, Mom. You need me to get you something. I love you. Look at that. Wendy's gonna help me fix the toilet. We got the toilet kit, and Mama needed a toilet seat. Well, at the bottom down there, it's bubbling. I pulled the hose, water ain't even coming through. It cut it off, and then the water is going through there, draining, so it ain't even filling up the tank. So used to, the whole house would shake. And Mama said they did something over here, and they quit. So I got this kit. So we're gonna see if that works. Hopefully. There's a local hardware store, and they were saying, I said, yeah, I got an extra plate Thanksgiving. They said, now you got to work for it. He was right. Yeah, he was 68. So I told him, I'm getting there. But he opened up the package so we could see if it had the bolts for the commode seat. But yeah, I don't know if this is going to work or not. But at least I ain't going up to meet that crazy lady for coffee that lives 110 miles from me. And then I said, I'm coming up there. You know, you said, because I talked to her all day Friday. And then she said, well, have a good day. And I said, well, you know you didn't want to drive 60 miles just for coffee. And she said, no, I ain't changing mine. I tried to call. She said, oh, my phone's on silent. So she probably somebody else who wasn't interested. And I made it all the way to my mom's house, which is probably halfway, or maybe more than halfway. And then she says, yeah, today's not a good day. And I told her to tell me that an hour and 10 minutes before I got here. So yeah, the people I run into are nuts. So I'm up here helping my mama, getting some exercise and working on her stuff. I ain't getting my steps in, but trying to fix her toilet. And it's a spare toilet. Ain't even the one she uses, but hopefully it'll work. The whole house used to go bop, 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 bop. So what they probably did is cut the water off so it didn't make that noise no more. So once I fix it, it's probably going to go bop, 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 bop again. Well, the toilet's working, Mom, but it's making the noise. Because you'd flush the toilet and you go, whoa, 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 whoa. So I told her I got a little bitty screwdriver. The head of it's about that, flathead. I need one about that. And I got to get the bolts off the tank to put the thing back together because, I got to lift the bowl up because I'm replacing all the hardware. But hopefully I'll be able to take my grandkids to church tomorrow. If I ain't too wore out from this, I still got a 2-hour ride when I get done. And I'd like to get my steps in, but don't know if I'm going to get it done today. But yeah, Mom was watching the football game and she gets a text. And they said, Clemson won. So I had the Clemson Carolina game. I think it's November 29th, Saturday, after Thanksgiving. Clemson beat Carolina. And I watched a little bit, but, I don't really care for it. But that was nice. The little turkey dinner I got. Trying to help Mama fix her commode that I've been working on. tell you love her too.
I love you too, darling.
There's another thing. I got Cash App, which I really like, because you can have a savings account. And you deposit like $300 direct deposit. You're able to get some extra benefits. So I put like, you get 3.5% interest, which is better than a lot of places. Even these Edward Jones and, you know, I mean, they were giving 4, but then they changed interest rates. But I went to Circle K, and I guess one of them skimmers, they got me for $43, because normally it says authorized charge for like $101, and then it said it charged me $43. So they sent me another card, and they're in dispute. So I might not even get my money back, but the whole time it's in dispute, now I can transfer the money in there to the other bank, but it takes 5 days. So, you know, you always got to have a backup plan, like a credit card, or, well, maybe not a credit card. I don't trust myself with them things. They're too easy to spend. But I paid off Capital One, so I had a Capital One checking. Had like 1 cent in it. They kept that joker open. Now the other bank I deal with, you had to have at least $200 in there. So they charge you $5. But Capital One kept it open all this time, so they sent me a new card for the checking account. So I figured maybe put a little bit of money in there, have some in the checking account, and then if one of them gets hacked, I ain't worried about it. Or maybe I need some cash on hand, because you got to have the emergency, and then you got to have the emergency. Well, all these thieves are stealing your money. You know, you go to work, even though it's easy, but I'm spending my time, they get on the computer, you know, doing whatever they do, and just taking all your hard-earned money, and then you can't buy nothing, and they put you in prison by being broke. So you always got to have the 4 backup plans, probably cash and 3 bank accounts. And then they get 2. If they hit all 4, you just got bad luck. But you just got to have a backup plan, 4 backup plans, you know, because you never know. One plan might work, one plan might not work. It's crazy. But I'm glad I'm not going all the way to Columbia to meet somebody for coffee and do all that craziness. Plus, she was just in a relationship with a guy. So I don't know. She's older than me, so I got a lot of responsibility, life, grandkids. So I just need to concentrate on what I got going on and not worry about all this other stuff. I just need to get my steps in, drink my coffee, and be happy, and make YouTube.